Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's get cooking. Let's get cooking. So, today we're gonna do. You'll never guess. We're gonna keep trying to do multiplayer. It's been quite the struggle, I will say. I mean, if we can recall where we're at. So we have this, and then, so we can create one player, right? And then we can go ahead and create another player, I think. There we go. But then, so first of all, now, none of this works, right? Like, there's no. I'm controlling right now, and it's not. Okay, so jump works. Shooting does not work. How about, and none of the mouse stuff works. Okay. So, all very interesting. Let's look at the jump, I think. Let's actually, no, I want to get everything working. I want to get all the input in. So let's open this on player projectile. Let's open this up and let's see what this does. Okay, so here we have debug, log, can move, can shoot, input allowed. Okay, that's right. So none of these they're all printing false for is input allowed, which is interesting because if we go to the definition, it's here in the player movement, and we're printing this, and is frozen, is stunned, is true, false. So for some reason, we're stunned. And if we find all of these, where we're setting is stunned. Yeah, here we're defining it as false, right? So that's the exact opposite of what, well, oh, wait, no, it's frozen is true. Because we want, apologies. My bad. All right, so where were we? We were set freeze, point movement, set stun. Bro, where was I at? I'm so mega tripping right now. Oh, I'm in the wrong file. Complete wrong file. Okay. Because, yeah, you want to return if is frozen is false and is stunned is false. So I want them to be false. So is frozen is true for some reason. So now let's find all the occurrences of is frozen. So it's defined here, first of all. Then in set freeze. And then here. Okay, so that's it. This is where we want to look. So where is set freeze being called? Because that's the only instance that this is changed, right? Bro, I just wanted to expand it. Thank you. I feel like it's small. All right, so we have this here, right? Which is interesting because I don't think that's doing the same thing as this one. Because we have to call it on-player movement, yeah. Okay, but this is in Game Manager, disable player input. And so disable player input is probably where we're running into this problem. If I had to guess, that would be it. If I had to make an educated guess, it would be that it's in this one. Now, where's this getting called? In open settings menu. Is that it? It's just found in here. That's it. Which is very interesting because... So debug in the... Well, I guess... Yeah. Do debug dot log freeze player. All right, let's see what this does. I'm not exactly sure what this is gonna do, but I mean, all we can do is figure it out, right? Okay, so we got this. This comes from, that's fine. All right, so I'm a little confused. Okay, so it only gets called when we do that. Which is actually even more confusing. I am so lost in the sauce right now, man. I really do not know. So I guess first of all, let's get rid of this. Let's just comment this out. And let's... We think it's probably this one, right? Where are the other ones at? In status. In activate freeze and... freeze. Interesting. This whole thing is very interesting. All right. So if we do... Sorry, let me fix the music real quick. Or not fix the music, I just want to make sure the music is jamming continuously, it doesn't stop. Alright, so... Like, it can't be... one of these, right? So I guess let's do something here, and let's do debug.log A. Let's do it here. Call this B. Why is it freezing it twice? Because it's activate freeze. Oh, it's setting it to false. We don't care about that. We don't really care about that, do we? That's just here and here. Okay. I guess we can do it here too, right? No. I'd want to do it here. This would be B. Okay, let's try this. See what's popping. See what's good. See what's good. Probably nothing. Probably nothing, to be honest with you. Let's do this. True, false. True, false. Is... I know what it is. I know what this is. I know what this is. This is so silly. This whole thing is so silly. It's actually ridiculous. I'm actually so upset at that. Bro, I knew that too. That like 10 times I thought about that while I was doing this. Like I knew that. 100% I knew that. I just didn't, I don't know, use my brain or like actually go and look. This guy's still frozen. How about this guy? So we shot a thingy. I don't know what happened to it, but like, bro, the entire game is broken right now. It's ridiculous. Just somehow that got deleted again too. I don't know what's going on with this bin. So I'm really just not getting it. I'm really not getting it. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but I'm hitting like the biggest wall right now for no reason whatsoever. Okay, so we made what? One of these? I don't know why it's rigid body was 0. Also, why isn't it calling? Like, did I not set something up correctly? Player actions. Shoot is either a left button on the mouse or right trigger on the gamepad. Seems pretty straightforward to me. And how are we tracking this? Because it's on shoot. I don't know. I don't know. And this is what I don't get either. Like, what did I do different in movement? Because like on jump, the jump it doesn't work well, but it still works. All you have to do is set this to like an I enumerator. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then you would do all of this. In here, I think. Yeah, so you do the end this so you're setting the animation, right? You start the animation. Disable collider, allowing player not to run to walls. You cannot use local variable or local function change player collisions. Declared in a top level statement. Where is this declared? I don't know where. I'm really confused as to how this even. What? Oh, is it because there's. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So just copy this. Okay. There we go. There we go. So we're setting the animation, or starting the animation. Then we want to change player collisions to true. Because you're turning those collisions off. Sure. Checks out, checks out. And then you want to change the scale. And then instead of starting the jump timer, all you would do is return new yield. No. Wait 4 seconds. Jump length. There we go. Yield return new, wait 4 seconds, jump length. And then after you come back from this, set movement to simple stop hop move. I don't know why you do this. Yep, I don't get that. Oh, this is supposed to go above also. Okay. Oh, set movement to simple to stop hop movement. And then you just end the jump after this. And that's it. And when you do this, so if this is all true, then you just want to start coroutine jump. Bada bing, bada boom. This will work. This is gonna work. I have a feeling. All right. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm really confused. Like, it should be you start your jump here, and then after you should be stopping your jump. I don't understand why we're not stopping. Unless we're not starting. Start jump. Like, goodness gracious, what is the... What's the jump time? Jump like this 0.5. We shouldn't be waiting this long. Suspends the coroutine execution for the given amount of seconds using scale time. So yeah, it's being called obviously because we put this here and we're yielding, but we should come back. There's no reason we shouldn't come back. And it's not like we're calling this just a bunch of times. It calls us once. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna try something. I think this is why. You think that's why? How did we auto? Bro, this is such a mess, such a disaster. No, that's why. Well, that's not why, but you can only push it once because Oh. I also don't know what's up with, like, input movement isn't even working anymore. Why? Like, why isn't it moving anymore? Let's change the player to fluid move and see what happens. Because I'm not really not sure why it's like that. I don't know why I can't move. Like, I should. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to move. There's something really strange going on, and I don't know what it is. So it should be calling this debug.log. X. Good enough. All right, let's see this. Why? Bro, what? Like, it was showing a velocity on here. Why is it not? Is there something like missing components wise, or any zeros? Jump off for 0, but that shouldn't matter. Oh, I'm very confused. Nothing is working anymore. Like, literally nothing is working anymore. Like, why is no... Why is there no velocity? Like there's no velocity whatsoever, and I do not understand why. What is... Well, where's RP coming from? Is that why? Oh, that is definitely why. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so our velocity is something. Yeah, we're just not moving at all, which doesn't make any sense. But that's not what I want to do. I don't understand why it's not moving if its velocity is changing. That to me is completely throwing me off. Like it just doesn't make any sense. My velocity is literally changing. Why am I not moving? Why? What's going on? I'm gonna have to do some Googling because this is ridiculous. Like I'm so confused. Unity 2D velocity on rigid body is changing, but object is not moving. Let's see this. Let's see what we got. This game object that was moving left and right with yield. It was working perfectly fine, but now even it gets the value, it doesn't move. Wait, I thought I was told not to do this. I thought if you did this, it's not gonna work well. Interesting, but ultimately, I don't think it's very helpful. It's better to use rigidbody.add force with the options velocity chart instead of modifying the parameter directly. What is curve doing? Oh, my brain is being fried. My brain is indeed being fried. What if I do transform plus equals? Uh, Alright, let's do this, and let's do this. I don't, maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I really thought that I thought that applying to that would cause the camera to go, like, be very rigid. That's what I was told. Or that's what I remember. Gone. Yeeted off the screen. I mean... There he is. I have no clue who this guy is. Ah, there he is! There he is! Alright, so speed's just a little high. Okay, let's go to the player, and let's just dial down the speed to like 10. One. Okay, so input works again. We have working input. It's very scuffed, but it sure does work. Okay, so there's that. Go here. Change to complex. I'll change it to like 1. And we may have fixed the movement. No, in fact, we did not. Why? Okay, so it has something to do with putting and it's something to do with putting the player inside of a player object is what that's what it was. If we added a rigid body 2D here and did this instead, I bet that this would work. I'm pretty sure this will work. If my hunch is accurate. Nope, my hunch is wrong. My hunch is not right. I'm very confused. Yeah, what if we give it some more juice? Back to 50. Alright, nope. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, I was wrong. I don't know what's going on at all. I have absolutely no clue what is going on. It won't move. Like, there's gravity on it. Like, it should be doing something. And it's just nothing. Let's go here and do this. Let's see. Let's see if that helps at all. All right. I am going to go grab some water. But I'll be right back. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on, but this is actually ridiculous. This is absurd. Like, why? How do we just go from a fully functioning game to, like, movement genuinely has not worked in 2 weeks? I don't know what's going on. I'm really, really concerned. It's like it's not doing anything. And also, why does this? I also don't understand that. So when player movement, It's got to be something to do with this get access, right? So I'm not getting any. It might be because my movement type is not right. Movement type's complex, that's why that's happening. But I don't understand why it's not moving. We didn't have this issue. Like if I go to the other scene, I might be messed up. It might be messed up. Yeah, it is. Okay, so if we just test the player in this one. Like, what's the vibe here? That works. That works. That works. This is rotate mouse called. So it's doing a little bit, but not a lot. Let me try this and throw this in curve. I don't know, man. Like, this is actually ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. We could change the speed to back to 50. But even so, I really don't think that's gonna make the. I don't know. Okay, so we can jump, but okay. Okay, so this works. Okay, so that works. In the other scene. We'll say that. This scene, absolutely nothing works. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. because I mean, there's this documentation is not great, you know. And also, you know what the crazy thing is? First of all, let me do window package manager and the input system, samples, custom binding, custom device, gamepad, mouse cursor. In-game hints, input device tester, input recorder. Walk through simple character controller demonstrates several techniques for working with input system. So I did this one. Let's try this one. Oh, Waffle, do you want to say hi to the stream? Say hello. Oh, yay. Say hello. He said hello. All right. Let's open up the simple demo. Where's the scene? Which one's the scene? Is there a scene? No. No? What? Oh, there's a scene. All these are scenes. Yeah, let's do player input, because this is the one we're doing, right? I hate that these are pink. Especially the fact that you can't tell. That makes it really annoying. So this player, all it has is a camera component, right? A simple controller using player input script. Okay, seems simple enough. What does it do? It has an on. It doesn't even like set up anything. Whoa, maybe it does. Okay, but so on move sets a move value, and on look sets a look value. On fire, depending on the context, if it's performed, it does something. If it's started, it does something else. If it's canceled, it does something else. Okay. And then this move takes in the direction, and look takes in the direction. But there's nothing else. That's it. There's no setup. There's no... And what is this mapping in here? Like what... Fire, move, and look are all... So look and move are 2D. Are vector 2s. They're vector 2s. Move is left stick on the gamepad, and then D-pad. Oh, which is WASD. Okay, checks out. And then this is right stick, and this is delta pointer. What is delta pointer? Interesting. I think that's just like any movement of the cursor on the screen. Okay, but that's all it is. It's that, and then actions is simple controls, maps to gameplay, no UI module, no camera even, and it invokes Unity events. And that's it. That's the entire thing. The entire thing. Isn't that ridiculous? No, don't save anything. Mine is okay. So we have a character, player object, with the player, and then player input, player actions. Okay, that's good. We're doing send messages. What if we did invoke Unity events? So was there anything in here for that? Player inputs, player. No, there's nothing. On fire, on move, on look, all just called simple controls. Player object. Player. So player inputs here. Events. Okay, so this might help. This will probably help. I don't know why this is hidden. Okay, so what if we do... Okay, so jump is player movement, right? Okay, checks out. Player projectile is shoot. Eat is actually tongue. And so do any of these have functions even? I feel like I definitely would have seen that, but... Player. So we have events, gameplay. Okay, so on fire, on move, on look. Okay, makes sense. Back to scenes. Endless scene. Nope, endless scene. Go in there. Come on, get in there. Characters. Player object. That little like squeaky thing on the song really threw me off. I really thought something was going on in my house. Okay, let's lock this. And then let's go to another inspector. And then we can go here. Lock this. Unlock this. Oh, what a mess. Events, gameplay. Okay. So now this is on jump. Wait. Player movement on jump. No. Player movement. Sir, where is the on jump? What? What? It's like public void on fire input action callback context. Player movement. Here we go. Also, it's yeah. That's the real problem. That's the real problem. Okay. Oh, actually, we should do projectile also. That was kind of spooky. Okay. There we go. This should work better. I don't know why we didn't look at this at before. And I swear if this doesn't work, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. Let's go to tongue script. But that's the thing, they don't do any of this, right? All they have is an on. On tongue. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, I really don't have any words on why, you know, some of this worked and some of it didn't. Pretty strange, but I don't know what to say, man. Okay, but is this gonna work with multiplayer? Because if this just works with one person, then I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like I don't. That's not helpful if it just works with one person. So simple, and let's go to this. It's a prefab, and so this is doing messages though. Yeah, this is sending messages. And on teleport. Yeah, this is just what I don't get. Like I don't get this at all. Actually, wait a second. How? There's a lot of these cubes, right? But my confusion is the players should just be teleporting, right? Transform position, new vector. Yeah. It just spawned like 6 more. Yeah, I don't actually know how this works at all. I don't even know what it's doing, let alone how it's doing it. Because again, it's just on teleport. And if I go here, We'll send messages to game object on device lost, on device regained, on controls changed, on teleport. So what if we do this? Go here, and say send messages. So now this says will send message to game object on device lost, on device regained, on controls changed, on jump, on shoot, on eat, on rotate stick, on rotate mouse, on move, on test. Okay. So now what / where is on move? Right? Okay, so move is here. There's no binding for move. I don't know how to do move. Let's do jump. Jump works, doesn't it? Jump has button south and space. And every time on jump is called, I think jump is called. I think that'll print every single time I hit space. Or what's it called? Either one. Okay, so do this. And then do bruh. Okay, so do this. And then we'll do this and this. Okay, didn't like that. Player movement dot on jump not found. Yes, because I messed it up, didn't I? Let's do this. Okay. I don't know if it needs to be public or private. I don't know how that works, but see, is this something that's in the documentation? Like, where is send messages? So use send messages to send a message to the game object that the player belongs to. The message name will be the name of the action. It will not include the action rep name, and the object will be player input on which the action is triggered. If the notification is for an action that was triggered, uses game object send message on the game object that the player input. Like what is this? So like not very descriptive. In fact, nothing said on. It literally says message name will be the name of the action. Jump. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so here we have on jump here. And I mean, theoretically, it should hit twice. So we should get one of each of those for every time we hit, space or X or whatever. Let's see. Hit X. Both go up. And we get a jump and a jump to... Wait, where's start jump? Oh, it's down there. It's this one. But if I X again, yeah, it goes into goes into here every time. But obviously because it never crosses, it never comes back from here. Which I don't know why, but it never comes back from here. Hold on, let me grab my book. I have a Unity game development cookbook, and it has coroutines. This is where I first learned about coroutines. I've probably only read the first 30 pages, but I did learn about coroutines in here. I have to find them somewhere, but I thought they were back here, like chapter 9? No, 8? Yes, using coroutines. So yeah, it's I enumerator, and then yield return new. Wait 4 seconds. So this is very interesting because yeah, like yield return new wait for seconds is exactly what I want to do. And even if we do like a 0 there, it just never comes back to here. I don't understand why it doesn't do that. Like, it doesn't do anything else after this, you know? Which I think is fine. Right? I think it should say, hey, if you're not currently jumping, let's start this coroutine. Go ahead and start the animation. Go ahead and change the collisions. Change the scale of the player. And then, I mean, these are all really irrelevant, right? This isn't irrelevant. Yeah, so like that's not irrelevant, but these are essentially irrelevant, right? And then so we're changing the way we move. Then we're starting the jump by yielding. So we're saying, okay, yeah, go back here, and blah 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 blah. 10 seconds later, or 0 seconds later in this case, it comes back to right here. Debug stop jump, and does all this. So I just don't understand why it's not coming back. That doesn't make any sense to me, you know? The fact that it's not coming back is really, really strange to me. Oops. Whoops. I don't really know what's going on. So that starts and stops the jump. Interesting. So what is jump length then? Like why would I put jump length in there? Does it? That's fine. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Interesting. Does it work on this also? We can't move yet, but oh, hold on. We can do this though. And then we know that this is the one over here. Okay. So now let's put jump length back in here and see if for some reason that fixes it by some miracle. Even though I have no clue how it would do so, but well, actually, we do wait for. So I have no idea if this method is Unity or C#, but here it is. It doesn't tell you what the input is? Bruh. What? How? How does it not tell you what the input should be? All right, that doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Good docs, Unity, good docs. Whatever. And that just is infinite. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Bruh. Alright, I'm changing the jump buffer to, or jump length to 1. No, doesn't work after that. Player object. Player. Just change it to 1. We'll see what this gets us. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. How does this not work? All right, what happens if I just set this as 1? I'm about to crash out so hard. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, what is the issue? The issue is just anything above 0 is just not possible. It's just not possible. Didn't one of the samples even do a coroutine? Yeah, it did ion numerator burst fire. Yield return, wait for seconds, 0.01 F. I just don't understand, like, why. Book Unity 2D. Why is coroutine not coming back to yield? Yeah, this exactly. Coroutine stops working after yield return. What? The coroutine ends because it simply runs to its end. You need a loop after. Is my time scale 0? That's a good question. Where are we at? Where I just completely lost where we're at. I almost guarantee you it is, because yeah, that's why. Oh, bro, that is like the fattest owl ever. I cannot believe that. That is crazy. You know what it is too? It's because of the UI. It's because the UI is not there. It's messing so many things up somehow. Check this out. Check this out. Which is also are not able to move. Oh, okay. What just happened? Oh, it wants the UI manager. Um. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see if this has less errors. Maybe, maybe. Sir, I don't know what just happened. Oh, hey, we got this to work. Hey. None of these know what to do, but oh well. Why not? Why? Object reference is not set to an instance of an object. Bruh. Yes, it is. What you mean not set to an instance of an object? Get component rigid body 2e. Bruh. This is why we can't have nice things, because forgot to do quotes. No rigid body on no game object. Now fight me. Now fight me. Tell me there's no rigid body on that object. Tell me there's no rigid body. Tell me right now. How, brother? Why are they all just blank and empty and dead? Like, what's wrong with them? What is wrong with all of these? Why are they so deceased? I don't understand how they got from one to the other. Like, what is going on? What is going on? And they obviously do have a like. Again, there's nothing wrong with the rigid body. I'm telling you, there's not. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't changed any of this code, and now it's all broken. Just completely broken. Which doesn't make any sense. Like, why is this? There is no rigid body on the game object. But also, okay, so now we're gonna try this and see what shows up. I think part of this may be because may have to do with the character spawning in, right? So you do that, then you do this. All right, so guys, I think we're calling it quits for today. It's been a taxing day for my brain. I can't lie. I think I know where we need to go in the future now. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. You guys can watch it later if you want to. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, this was not the most fun stream. I promise it was not fun for me either. No, it was good. It was good. It was good. It's just a little annoying in some parts, but win some, you lose some, you know. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later. Peace.